Peace and many bright blessings, guys. It's your Queen of Spades coming at you today. Now, we're moving on into a reading concerning Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith. Jada Pinkett says that they've been separated for some years now. I don't know. I don't know the exact timing. I've heard her mention it before, like on live podcasts, exactly when they separated. But off the top of my dome, I do not remember. But it's been for, a few years now, some years now. Jada is 53 years old. She was born September 18th, 1971. Okay. Let's see. Will Smith. He is 56 years old. He was born September 25th, 1968. So that's very interesting. He was born in Philadelphia. She was born in Baltimore. So I think he's a Libra, I believe. Yeah. And I think they're both Libras, actually. Possibly. Oh, no, Jada is a Virgo. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so I just wanted to ask a few questions on them today. Very curious. They're in the headlines once again. Because Will Smith has just dropped a new album. There's rumors of divorce, but they said they never would divorce. They said that they would, always stay married to each other. So I'm just curious. Okay. Are Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, are they actually moving towards a divorce for real, for real? No. So Will Smith is not planning to divorce Jada? No. And Jada's not planning to divorce Will? No. Okay. That's something. Just, personally, I wouldn't stay in it, but, my opinion doesn't matter in that. I can understand why they are, as crazy as it sounds. Would I do that personally? No. But that's me personally. I have nothing to do with this. Okay, so there was like headlines about Will Smith and this beautiful Latina woman. And I forget her name, but they did the show together. And I believe it was her show, correct? Yes. And she invited Will on as a combination act with her act. Yes. They said that it got a little spicy on stage. Was all of this for show? Okay. So, are Will Smith and the beautiful Latina woman really digging on each other? Oh, that's a yes. Okay. Let me see. Maybe I can find her. see. Okay. Yes. Okay. So her name is India Martinez. She's pretty. Um, so are Will Smith and India Martinez secretly entangled? No. Do they like each other romantically? No. Are they just friends? Yes. Hmm. Is this just a stunt he's performing? Hmm. Yes. Is this stunt per se to cover up his involvement with Diddy? Hmm. I felt it was, but I wasn't sure. I'm just kind of going into this with an open mind. Wow. So are Will Smith and Diddy friends? Hmm. Yes. He recently did a comedy show not too long ago, and he was like, I hear the headlines and stuff, and at first you laugh at it, but then, like, you start seeing this, it's like picking up speed, it's picking up wind. Like, me and Diddy are not friends. I don't be going to that man's parties. Like, why are you lying? Like, eventually the truth is gonna come out. So that's just weird to me right off the rip. Um, yeah, is it true what Jaguar Wright was saying as far as um, them bringing boys into their household for mentorship programs? That's a yes. And do they actually leave their houses running and screaming for their lives? That's a yes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So there was this guy that was once really close friends with Will Smith, and then he had an interview on Tasha K, and I forget his name. Um, but he said that he walked in on Will Smith and Dwayne Martin doing some intimate stuff. Was that true? Was was Dwayne Martin giving it to Will Smith? That was true, y'all. Oh my God. Okay. Everybody has a preference. I was just curious. He's with a woman, so I wouldn't think necessarily, but okay. Wow. So is Will Smith actually undercover, kind of like closeted gay man? Hmm. That makes sense too. Has he always been? Hmm. That makes sense. Is Jada Pinkett a closeted gay woman? Hmm. Oh, wow. I recently heard rumors that they stay together because they know that they're the only ones who will put up with each other's lifestyle and support it. And that he secretly likes men while she secretly likes women. I wasn't sure, but now we know. So, was she actually in an intimate relationship with August Alsina? Wow. So was this August Alsina thing a cover up? Wow. First answer, no. This answer is a yes. This was a cover up. That's crazy. Wow. I just didn't imagine. I mean, it is 2025. We're in America. I know. But I'm just not thinking, that that's actually happening. You hear people say these things, but they're presenting themselves as like a whole couple. So wow. 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 That's why she has no problem with this and she's not saying anything because he needed a cover up just like she had one. Is that the truth of the matter? Wow. They're perfect for each other. I see why now. Wow. Is it true that Jada Pinkett was like way older than the young man from Crisscross and she was sleeping with him? Okay. So that was a true story. Wow. Um they say this book that just came out by Kim Porter, her tell-all book, some people are saying that she didn't really write that. Some people are saying she did. First of all, was this book actually Kim Porter's tell-all book? Mm, that's a yes. So was it true in the book when she said that she was forced in her last stages of her pregnancy with her twins to have sexual intimacy with Will and Jada Pinkett Smith? That was the truth. Wow, they be into some crazy stuff. Um, wow, wow. Um, which it felt like ritualistic, cause like, who does that? Like she didn't want to. She was being made to, coerced into it by Diddy. Wow. Okay. Um, okay, so as far as this boy, Bryce Shear Gray, is concerned, which I was always a major fan of Empire. And I was a major fan of all the actors that played in Empire, the whole entire family, and everyone else, really. Um, I have concerns about a few people, but like, I liked the whole family and I liked their whole little dynamic. It was very real, very genuinely real. Right, Sheer Gray, he's been in the headlines. He's on Twitter or OnlyFans now. People are saying, he's showing his male parts, he's showing other parts, um, on his lives. First of all, what is the man's name? Because I forget. Um, the guy who was his manager. Charlie Mack. Is Charlie Mack a closeted gay man as well? Wow, that makes a lot of sense. So is he with Kris Jenner just, I don't know, for clout? Or do they actually have like a romantic relationship type thing going on? That's a no. Wow. And the other one was a yes. He's doing it just for clout, just to have a good name in this industry. So she helps him pretend that they're together. Is Kris Jenner a closeted gay woman? That makes sense. Yeah. Wow. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, because if you're a woman that likes men, you're not going to be with a man that likes other men. It just goes against like everything within your being. But if you're a woman that's into women, then it's not going to bother you that you have a man that's into men. This is how, the people in, these types of positions, these types of dynamics, they hide in plain sight by covering each other. But why do you have to do that? Like, being gay is an acceptable thing in society. Like, you don't have to hide, like, or deceive anyone. Like, in fact, you probably would get more fans for coming out and being totally truthful and honest with yourself and others. So it's just crazy to find these things out, and to find these things out after being given an image that is something else going on, and then you find out behind the scenes it's like, secret weird stuff going on, and it just doesn't have to be that way. Like, just be who you are, just be true to yourself. Okay, so is it true that Brightshare Gray was suffering from, what did they say he was suffering from? ADHD, and I think Jaguar Wright said bipolar disorder. Does Brightshare Gray have bipolar disorder? Does he also have ADHD? Okay, that was a yes to both. Was he targeted by Charlie Mack, with Charlie Mack having ulterior motives for Brightshare Gray? He was a predator. Wow. Okay. Did Charlie Mack always have it in his plans to eventually introduce Brightshare Gray and connect him with Will Smith? Yes. Wow. Will Smith had been watching him all along, I'm hearing. Is Will Smith attracted to Brightshare Gray? That's a yes. Oh my God, he's been predatory over young boys all this time. So was August Alsina really there for Jada Pinkett Smith? Wow. Was August Alsina uh, with Will Smith in all actuality? Oh my God. Oh my God. I did not imagine that being a yes. I don't know why. Because they sold this story that he was with her. That makes so much sense, because I was like, why? Wow. Wow. I was like, why it seemed like a little scripted. Like, and why are they coming out publicly about this when they don't normally come out publicly about hardly anything? This was all a part of setting the scene, making it look like she's just a woman in her prime, just with a younger man, she had to do what she had to do because, she wanted, young, little thug ass nigga, and Will Smith wasn't able to provide that, for her. And that's the story that they were selling. Like, this is insane. Wow. So was August Alsina always a gay man? Wow. So when he claimed to come out of the closet, he was he had decided to do this after being intimate with Will Smith for some time. That's a yes. But he was always a gay man already. His fans just didn't know it. He was, portraying that he liked women. Like, you can sing love songs and be a gay man. Like, I still will buy the music. I mean, that's just me personally. Everybody probably won't think that same way, but I mean, it's better for the person to be true to themselves, like, for sure. Wow. And I'm a straight woman, like, but still, like, I mean, have no problems with people who choose differently. It's all about preference. But at the same time, this situation with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, this is not about just preference. This is some predatory ish, for sure. Yeah. So